Welcome back, Rich Nation. My name is AJ, and today we're going to be continuing Jujutsu Kaisen episode 19. Oh man, we're only 5-6 more episodes left of this season, and I'm really hoping this is one of those shows that we get a season every year, and we're not having to wait multiple years for a new season, because that does happen with shows sometimes. Though this show has been popular, it's been really good, so I'm hoping we get another season. If anyone knows if that's confirmed, like if it's going to be yearly or anything, definitely let me know in the comments. But I think this show definitely deserves it. If you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, smash that like button, hit that notification bell. You can also check out the Patreon if you want to watch these episodes uncut and early, along with all the other shows I do. Patreon.com/ajrich123. And let's go ahead and start. It's always at a bad time. He wasn't going 100% against him, I guess. Meaning they're cut off and they can't. They're gonna have trouble without help. This is an interesting group of three, though. From 3 different groups, which would put them kind of at a disadvantage because they don't know how each other fights perfectly. Meaning they might not know how to fight together well. What complements each other. Ooh! Oh! Shit. They might be outmatched. Just a little bit. Gotta love the OST in this show, though. That's a reassuring 2 words right there. I feel like he's more like saying, I got this, bro. Something heroic. And he blasted away. Now we got some backup. That is just not normal. More powerful it is, but probably more of a risk to using it, though, or more energy used. Jesus. That is such a risk, though. They're pretty much like your companions. Goes to another... Ah! So it's like their will moves on to another one of yours. At least there's a little bit of upside. It's like passing on the power. What a team up. Huh. They kind of fight well together. Oh, what the that may not be good. And yeah, she's using it to their advantage here. Finding the weaknesses and exploiting them. Pretty much meaning he can't really do much then. Well, they had the advantage at first, it seemed like it. And when you're winning, you're always going to be a bit more upbeat and confident. Oh, he puts it on himself, huh? Yeah, but tagging out might be bleeding out here. See, that feels more like a shonen protagonist. Doesn't it? This shonen in general has kind of gone away from some of the stereotypes and some of the the things you kind of expect. It's been very unique so far. And as well as utilizing like the supporting characters. And even though Itadori is technically the main character, sometimes it doesn't even feel like he is, because he's really been on the side. Sometimes he's been the focus, sometimes he hasn't. So it's really felt like a group effort in this. But in that moment, it really felt like a legit, like, whatever you want to call it, a shonen moment. I mean, he's got a good imagination as well. You gotta kind of believe in him. Well, both of them, really. Because how are they gonna fly? I'm sure he hates having to do this, because he really wanted to do it himself, but you don't really have any choice in the matter. I feel for Megumi there, though. He must believe that he has a shot. Feels so different than when they were fighting other curses. It's just the way, this curse thinks is different. One fight with him has made him understand things that he wasn't understanding before. That's meaning natural talent to learn and pick up things. Oh! Anger and focus always plays a part. That's what's making him so mad. Yes, that's the particular reason. The whole thing is a lesson. Is he just gonna bitch slap him over and over and over again? I fucking love it. Thank you so much, best friend. It feels more like a senpai relationship, though, too. But is he drooling? He's drooling with excitement. I guess he was focusing that much. Sometimes you gotta drool to focus. If you can do that type of damage, fuck it, do it. That really shows Itadori's growth, though, and just how fast he can learn something. That's high potential. That's must have been what he saw in him and why he was teaching. He was acting like a teacher there, but holy crap. Who would have expected such a fast friendship like this that really worked well in a short amount of time? It's really benefited. He's just so focused. Way more than he was before. So he was cooking blind before, and now he has the whole recipe book. So now he's more like a sous chef? Not quite a master chef? Of course it can. Regeneration. I mean, it really is kind of like cooking. What the fuck is that? A rose? This is some pretty goddamn good fighting animation. The last few episodes have had some pretty good fighting animation. You gotta give it to him. The timing might be perfect, but you gotta hit him. Best friend techniques? Is that what they're developing? This is how best friends actually fight. Maybe she just doesn't enjoy him. Which he is completely the opposite. He was loving that shit. So maybe this curse doesn't have the natural curse instincts. She's holding back? Is that what's happening? So maybe this curse really doesn't want to fight, or doesn't get that, doesn't have the love for the fight. And I would think not all curses would. Like even look at these techniques. They're all kind of beautiful. Garden, the cherry blossoms. Oh, so before she never was enjoying it, and now this curse is? Maybe this, like the only reason why they started enjoying it was actually finding a fight that was worth fighting. I was wondering what was going on with him. That is absolutely fucking nasty. Oh God. So this is what this guy is into, making body parts into fucking racks. To each their own? I like how in these they make the darkest things like this, talking about making those out of body parts into something so light that you could kind of laugh about. It's actually absolutely disgusting if you think about it in the right context. I love Itadori and Todo's kind of like best friend chemistry, their relationship in general, on how he's teaching him, like they were fighting, but he wasn't really fighting to beat him. He was fighting to get him stronger. And I really, you know, it's funny, when we met him, I thought maybe he would do this too, because we saw him doing this with Megumi a little bit too, right? But he was also, it did seem like he didn't do this to everyone, but I was getting the feeling like maybe he would teach people or help people if they had the potential. But the way that he connects with Itadori is just ridiculous. It's so, like, even when they're fighting, they were saying brothers and stuff. You really got to appreciate their friendship, and just like, I don't know. You don't really get that. The way they kind of work together and how he was learning in the fight. He's like slapping him during the fight, and he's like giving him teachable moments while they're fighting something that was literally could kill almost everybody here. And they just slaughtered 3 of the other like team members. They're still trying to learn during the same thing, and he's still giving these teachable moments. And on top of it, he wasn't even fighting initially. Like, he was letting Itadori learn the move. That's just on another level. But that also shows the confidence and the, like, him just not being scared of like situations. We haven't seen him scared or afraid at all, really, of anything. And the way he acts and his personality, I get that. That it matches his personality on how he would be on the battlefield. Well, outside of the the anime girl show that he's into and all the weird imagination stuff, but I mean, his natural fighting style and stuff, it makes sense. I've mentioned this before, but I love the OST particularly in this show, because it's the tones and the songs that they put are placed pretty well. Like I've especially in this episode, it changed like 3 or 4 times in the set of how the fight was going, but on top of like who was fighting. I don't know, I liked it. I thought it brought me into it, as well as the way they've been doing these moving fight scenes where lots of inanimate objects or objects are coming out, but they're in the air. We saw this a couple episodes ago too. We've had like 4 or 5 episodes with some pretty good like fights, and sometimes I expect like the animation to take like, especially when you're doing so much, you know, not every fight is gonna look like as pretty or as good as the other, but it's been pretty top notch in this show. The fights are not for no reason either. They've been very impactful. There's good back and forth between whoever's fighting. I love the I don't know, I think the fights have all kind of mattered. It's you know what it reminds me of a little bit, and I compare, I'm trying to make these comparisons as little as possible, but you know, in Naruto, the beginning, like when they're doing the exams or whatever, those fights, some of these fights have had kind of gives me a little bit of feeling like those. The character fights, the back and forths, they matter. There's meaning to them. It just reminds me of it a little bit. Obviously, the animation, the fights in this is pretty damn good, though. I have to say, every curse, every person has reasons for fighting, and they're actually shown, and we're not left in the dark about it. We're hearing even the curse's thoughts. And more so than I think any of the other enemies we fought. I mean, like, so far, I feel like we were hearing what that particular curse was thinking, and the moves that were being done pretty well. I feel like I understand that curse a little bit better, and the characters better because of it. But anyway, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, smash that like button, hit that notification bell. What's your favorite fight? Feel free to leave it in the comments down below. What's been your favorite fight so far? I mean, it's hard to say. I feel like episode 4 or 5 was definitely was probably one of the better fights, but we've seen so many good ones. You guys let me know in the comments down below. Thank you for watching. Patreon.com/ajrich123 if you want to watch these uncut and early. Everything is in the description down below. Make sure you check out all my social medias. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.